Hi guys, I'm Steph. Thank you so much for checking out my channel today. I'm so excited to be bringing you this video as well as kind of my roundup videos for 2018. I really wanted to get these out to you sooner, but I got really sick and I lost my voice and unfortunately I was unable to film, so I hope you don't mind seeing these kind of wrap up 2018 videos at the beginning of 2019. Just to let you know what I have planned for my next few videos, I'm going to be doing a products I hit pan in 2018, as well as just November, December empties and favorites. I'm going to be doing a beauty favorites for 2018. I'm going to be talking about my makeup goals for 2019 as well as just my regular goals for 2019. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, I would love it if you would subscribe. I would love for you to be a part of this and it would definitely mean a lot to me. So today's video is all about my makeup empties for 2018, and I'm really proud of my numbers. They might not seem like a lot, but this is the first year I was project panning and consciously and actively trying to use up some makeup products in my collection. So I'm really happy with my progress and that I was able to stick to it, and I'm really excited for what 2019 has to offer. I will be calculating the value of the makeup I used up. For me, it's not so much the monetary value, but I know when I watch these videos, I love to see that, so I'm going to be calculating it after I film, so I'm not quite sure what the numbers are yet, so it'll be fun to find out together. In terms of samples or things I got for free, gift with purchase, I won't be giving them a dollar value just because I didn't pay anything for them. No one else had to pay, it wasn't a gift or anything, so therefore I don't feel like it really has a dollar value, but it's just fun to include it in the number. Also, because I don't want this video to drag on forever, I won't be giving proper reviews of the products. I have included these in my empties throughout the year, so if you're interested to hear more thoughts review, I would suggest you check out my empties videos, but I'll just give you a quick would I repurchase it or not to give you an idea of my thoughts on it. So the first category is fragrance. I finished up 2 full-size fragrances as well as 9 samples. Oh, 10 samples. The first fragrance I finished was Miracle So Magic by Lancome. It's kind of hard to see it, but there it is. I would not repurchase this. I'm trying to keep my review thoughts to myself. The next product I finished was the Bebe perfume. This was a refill, so it just comes out like this. I do have another one in my collection, but it is not something I would repurchase. Moving on to samples, the first one I finished up I got from Sephora. It was just Dior Hypnotic Poison. Love this perfume, have purchased it. This is Obsession Night by Calvin Klein. I find it is very similar to the Dior, so I would not purchase. Still by Jennifer Lopez, would not repurchase. Clinique Happy Heart for Men, would not repurchase. Clinique Happy Heart, would not repurchase. Miracle So Magic by Lancome, again, would not repurchase. Britney Spears Curious, would not repurchase. Eternity by Calvin Klein, would not repurchase. And I have 2 from Longer Law, definitely would repurchase. I own this fragrance, love it, would repurchase and have purchased. Next is nail care. I've never finished up a color nail polish before, but I do have 2 nail products. The first is this Sally Hansen nail hardener, and the second is a Revlon Double Twist Fast Drying Base and Top Coat. Not makeup per se, but I did want to mention these. These are makeup sponges. I finished up 3. These 2 are from an Eco Tool set. I like the bigger one, so I would repurchase, but if I could buy it on its own, I would like to. And this one is just a beauty blender. I do have another one in my collection, so as right now would not repurchase, but maybe in the future. For primer, I finished up 2 full sizes and 1 sample. The first one I finished up was the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, would not repurchase. And the other one I finished up was the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer. This is the shine free one. I also would not repurchase it. And the little sample I got was the YSL Touche Cloud Blur Primer, and I have purchased that in the full size. Next is foundations. Again, finished 3. The first one I finished up was the Clinique Stay Matte Oil Free Makeup, would not repurchase. Next is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. This one's hard, but I don't think I would repurchase it. And the last one was the 17 Blemish BB Balm All-in-One Makeup. I have another one in my collection, but I don't think I would repurchase it. On to concealers. I finished 3 again. The first one I finished up was the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Neutralizer. I wouldn't pick up this shade again. Next, I finished the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 10 Light. I wouldn't pick up this shade again, but I do have a fair shade in my collection. And the last concealer I finished up was the Instant Age Rewind. This was in the shade Fair. I would repurchase this shade. Next, onto powders. I have 1 pressed powder and 2 loose powders. The pressed powder I finished this year was from Wet n Wild. This was the Cover All pressed powder. I would repurchase this if I could. I think it has been discontinued because I haven't seen it for the majority of the year, which I am so disappointed because I really, really enjoyed it. The loose powder I finished up was the e.l.f. loose powder. I think was the HD loose powder. I would not repurchase this. And the last powder I finished up was the e.l.f. HD Under Eye Setting Powder, and I would not repurchase this either. On to bronzer. I did finish 2 bronzers. The first one I finished was from e.l.f. This is their Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer. I do have another one of these in my collection, and I did finish one last year. So it definitely is a bronzer I've loved, but going forward, I'm not sure it's something I would repurchase. This product I finished today. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek, and it was in the shade Bon Voyage, which was a bronzer shade, and they no longer sell it, but even if they did, I would not repurchase it. For mascaras this year, I finished up 4 full-size mascaras, 3 samples, and 1 lash primer. The lash primer I finished up was from e.l.f., and just to quickly show you the wands on these, this is the primer. I'm working on one right now, and I would repurchase. I enjoy having a lash primer in my collection. For the full-size mascaras, this is the Natural Collection mascara. This is the wand. I would repurchase. I really enjoyed it. I finished off the Maybelline Lash Sensational. This is the wand. I would not repurchase it. This is the CoverGirl, the Super Sizer Fibers. I would repurchase this. Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. This is the wand, and I definitely would repurchase this. In fact, I do have another one in my collection. For the sample sizes, I have the Makeup Forever Smoky Extravagant. This is the wand. I would not repurchase. I have the Clinique High Impact Mascara. This is the wand. Potentially would repurchase. It is a very good mascara. I'm not sure if it's a favorite, but I did enjoy it. And then this last sample here is from Clinique. This is the High Impact Mascara on one side, and this is the Bottom Lash Mascara. So just to show you this little wand. And I wouldn't repurchase something like this. I don't like bottom lash mascaras. I only finished 1 setting spray this year, and that was the Rimmel Insta Fix and Go 2-in-1 primer and setting spray. It looks like this. I finished 1 brow product. It was the Hard Candy Brows Now. This side was a fiber gel. This was the little wand to it, and then this side was a highlighter for under the brow bone. I finished 1 eyeshadow primer. This was just the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. Would not repurchase this. Forgot to say. I don't think I would repurchase the Rimmel setting spray, and I would repurchase the Hard Candy Brows Now. For eyeliners, I used 2. This one is the Maybelline Master Duo by Eye Studio. This was a liquid eyeliner. I went to use it. It was empty. It has like a weird ball tip at the end. I would not repurchase this. And the other eyeliner I finished was from Rimmel. This was from their Exaggerate line and was in Aubergine. I would repurchase this. But I have a lot of plums in that type of color in my collection, so I probably won't, but it is something I did really enjoy. And on to lip products. I finished up a Lip Exfoliator. This was from e.l.f. Really enjoyed it. 100% would repurchase. Lip Balms, I finished off 3. I did accidentally throw one out at the beginning of the year. I can't recall the name off the top of my head, so I'll leave here what it was called. And then I finished off 2 from The Body Shop. The first one was the Born Lippy in Raspberry, and I also finished off the Cranberry Shimmer Lip Balm. So as you can see, these are both empty. I finished 1 lipstick. This was from The Body Shop. It was just a pinky shade. I'm really happy that I can finally throw this out. I would not repurchase it. And the last product I finished up was a lip gloss. This is from Smashbox, and hopefully you can see here that it is empty. I wouldn't repurchase it. I didn't think it was anything so spectacular. So here is the final, all of it laid out, all the products I used this year. I'll just show you a full overview and the final amount product I used this year. So not including samples, fragrances, makeup, sponges, or nail products, I finished up 31 makeup items this year. That is including like deluxe size mascaras, because I do use those for quite some time. So I am really happy to be finishing up with 31 products. I think last year I finished less than 5, so that is pretty exciting. I'm really happy to I'm really just happy with how this year went, and I'm looking forward to see what 2019 brings. I have a lot of project planning ideas, so I'm super excited about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy New Year. I hope you had a great New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, just all the best, and I'm so excited for 2019, and I hope you are too. Bye.